Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be playing the Forsaken Valley campaign veteran mode. We got level 4 points into everything except for reinforcements. 5 points into reinforcements. So starting off, we have the archer towers on the left-hand side, mage towers on the right-hand side. And they're all level 2 to start with. Put your Geralt on that right-hand side. There were a couple different ways you can play this level. I chose to kind of put my towers in the front. You can either wait for the enemies to come all the way to the back, or you can put your stuff in the front. I like putting things in the front so you can kill them faster. We get introduced to these demon imps, which are essentially demon version of gargoyles. Nothing too special about them. Well, they do explode, so yeah, that's what's special about them. Otherwise, they're literally just a recolored gargoyle. You're going to want to evenly distribute your towers, and then at wave 4, I put some barracks in the back, because we had some things slip by. Did not want to lose a life. But primarily, we're going to be focusing on the front. Geralt can stay on the right-hand side. He's going to tank the Dark Knights while the Mage Towers chip them down. Early on, the demons are going to be doing too much damage to really make barrack towers worth it. I do a bit of finagling here to try to move that barracks out of the way so they don't die. But you will see in a moment, one of those guys dies, and all the level 1 barracks just get leveled. It's kind of sad. We do get some shadow archers on the right-hand side, despite mostly getting armored enemies. They will kill off Geralt, so you have to pay attention. Okay, so there you go. All the level 1 barracks died to one little demon. Very sad. Yeah, keep putting points into your archer towers. You can see I built an additional archer tower on each of those inner sides, inner checkpoints there. You are going to need a little bit of archer towers on the right-hand side because we get introduced to these necromancers as well as these shadow archers. It is highly advised to save your reinforcements and plop them down on top of the necromancer, or micro your hero to be on top of them. These guys can summon a lot of little dudes. You can see just one little wave of his hands and you get 5 skeletons to deal with. That can quickly overwhelm your defenses if you're not careful. Going into wave 9, we already have 2 level 4 elven archers in the back. They are very good at dealing damage to demons. And the Legionnaires with the spears, that's where our level 5 upgrade went to. Very fun. They deal damage to enemies before they actually start taking damage, which is nice. They also act as a clutch damage dealer to anything that is flying. So very good upgrade. It is the only upgrade in the game that costs 4 points, as opposed to the standard 3 points. I guess the game thought it was a really, really good upgrade, and it's not bad. I think it's pretty solid upgrade. Magma elementals now. Think of them like it's like a big Yeti. Lots of health, area damage. Yeah, it literally is the Yeti from the previous world or chapter of the game. Just a little bit stronger. Okay, so I put some points into the sharpshooter. You'll see me get the sharpshooter, and then we're going to mess with the upgrades in a little bit. On the right-hand side, we got the elemental mage, and we're going to get some death ray towers. Geralt is still chilling on the bottom. The elemental mage, really, really good in combination with the other mage towers. We're going to go ahead and get a death ray tower now on wave 12. And we have 2 elven archers at the bottom as well, dealing mad damage to these necromancers. A couple of shadow archers kind of slipped by. Had to move Geralt back to micro a little bit. And I do think it's a lot better, though, to have your towers towards the entrance, because you can deal with these magmas easier. You don't really want to let them, especially the necromancers and those magma things. You don't want to let them get too far. Better that you deal with them head on, and then use your towers in the back to kind of pick off anything that manages to get by. Alright, wave 14. Got 5 more waves left. We're going to be getting an Elven Archer on that right-hand side. And you can see already a level 3 barracks and a level 2 artillery on that left-hand side, going for some area damage. That's going to be very helpful in the future. I was a little bit reluctant to build a level 3 barracks on the left-hand side, but I feel like it's important, even with the demons. You can see the paladins, they do okay against the demons. Like, the explosion's going to deal damage to them, but they will be able to take a couple of hits before going down, and it really does help stall out these hounds, which could otherwise make it very, very far into your defense. And now level 4 Big Bertha artillery on that left-hand side. I was contemplating dropping a Rain of Fire, but I decided to just upgrade an Archer Tower. We had enough stalling there with the Legionnaires. As far as upgrades go, we did get some points into the Roots. That is a very good upgrade in my opinion. I don't think I put a single point into Polymorph this game. I went primarily on DPS, and then for the upgrades, I went into this healing option for the Paladins, and then I experimented with the Poison Archers and the Scatter Shot on the Sharpshooter. But this is a fun level. It's one of those levels where you have enough money late game to really experiment with different combinations of upgrades. We also got the Shrapnel Shot for fully upgraded for the artillery, and that is really fun against these demons that have no armor. They just get shredded. You can see the explosions killing off the paladins, so they are taking a beating. So they will. The healing does help. So I got a level 3 healing on the paladins, and I did notice that they used it often, and it was fairly strong. Not like game breaking. Like, they still died to some explosions, but they did survive a lot longer. So if you are going to build a paladin, I would definitely recommend investing in the healing. Spiders and necromancers on that right hand side. Again, farther necessitating at least one archer tower to deal with them. Can't really get by with only mages. Gerald just doing some microing a little bit, trying to stop that magma elemental. Necromancer, you want to plop your reinforcements on top of them. The artillery on that left hand side does a really good job of dealing with the necromancers and the armies that it tends to spawn. And you are seeing a little bit of the scatter shot and the shrapnel shots. Lots of AoE damage on that left hand side. Very fun against the demons. Dropping a Rain of Fire on the right, dealing mad damage to the magma. And those things give a good chunk of money when they die, so it's definitely worth trying to kill them off. We did max out the scatter shot on the sharpshooter tower as well as the shrapnel. I would recommend doing that. And you can see I have roots now on at least 3 of the Elven Archer towers, as well as putting some points into the poison arrows. Okay, so we're going to drop one final Rain of Fire, right hand side, killing off those magma elementals. And with that is GG. 3 stars, 20 lives. We also unlock the remaining heroes for this game. So we got King Danis, maximum range, Laura Wintersong, Imga Bearclaw, Haksha Oni, Thor, how original, and Tanche. So there should be some very fun heroes to experiment with. It's fitting we get them right before the Dark Tower, which is the final level. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.